In today's episode, we review some of the races that took place across the country in the past few weeks. We also chat to Thokozani Manona about the importance of strength training in running. Catch this and more in today's episode of Road Runners Mzansi. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Road Runners Mzansi channel. My name is Kulwa. If you're joining us for the first time, please do subscribe so that you don't miss out on any videos that I upload next. Also, I am trying to reach 50 subscribers by the end of the week, so please do help me out by sharing the link to the channel. In today's episode, we're going to first start by looking at some highlights of some road running action that took place in Mzansi in the past few weeks. We start in the mother city to look at the Cape Town Marathon. Then we go to Durban to look at the APSA 10K My City Run. The mother city welcomed over 9,000 runners to line up at the start of the Sanlam Cape Town Marathon. This was the first mass participation race in Cape Town since the beginning of lockdown. The Sanlam Cape Town Marathon did not disappoint as Africa's only gold standard marathon in delivering a well-organized race as well as bringing nail-biting action. The men's race was won by South Africa's Stephen Mokoka, who is the course record holder in a time of 2 hours 10 minutes. He was followed by Ethiopia's Gebru Radagne, who finished second, and in third place it was Lesotho's Tebelos Ramokgoana. In the women's race, Lydia Simuyu came into the race as a novice and clearly as the underdog. The Kenyan made history when she smashed the course record and running the fastest ever women's marathon time in South Africa. Lydia Simuyu crossed the finish line in 2 hours 25 minutes 44 seconds. She was followed by her fellow compatriot Lucy Kameri, and in third place was Ainale Mteferi from Ethiopia. Durban, the inaugural APSA 10-kilometer city run, took place on the 31st of October. The race was welcomed by many elite athletes as it is one of the richest 10-kilometer races in South Africa, allowing elite runners to earn decent money without the need of racing marathons. The most anticipated toe-to-toes were between Precious Mashele and Stephen Mokoka in the men's race, and in the women's race it was between Taylor Kavanagh and Glenrose Kaba. Mashele defended his title and won the race in a time of 28 minutes 11 seconds, which was also his personal best. Mashele says he is ready to take on international athletes at the APSA 12-kilometer city run in Cape Town. And in the women's race, it was the 20-year-old Taylor Kavanagh who won the race and also ran her PB in a time of 32 minutes 10 seconds. She was the race favorite after her stellar performance at the Spa Ladies race in Gqeberha. Kavanagh attributes her win to running her own race and sticking to her race plan. If of course you took part in any of those races, please do let us know how it went. I took part in the Cape Town Marathon and I must say it was absolutely amazing. You know, the entire vibe and everything was just, like we missed that kind of vibe. And in terms of my performance, nailed it! I aimed for 4 hours 40 and I finished in 4 hours 37. So I must say I had a very good race. Now, most of us runners know the benefits and importance of doing strength training as part of our training regime, but still not all of us are doing strength training. Now, obviously there are challenges to that that we are going to be discussing with our special guest, Thokozani Manona.
Sure.
Now, Thokozani is a runner for the Chili's Athletic Club. He's a back-to-back Comrades medalist. And what's your best time for a marathon?
My best time for a marathon is 3 hours 18 minutes.
3 hours 18. So he's a very good runner. And not only is a good runner, but he's also a fitness instructor. And he also runs a boot camp in Parklands that focuses on total body workouts.
Yes.
So we have a very informed guest to talk about this topic. Thokozani, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. In your opinion, how well do you think runners know the importance of strength training?
Okay. You see, the importance of strength training, it's a very serious thing an issue. And unfortunately, a majority of runners, they still need a room for improvement for that part, because they're not really doing strength. Hence, you will see many runners, a majority of good runners, I'm talking about good runners, will be out of the season due to injuries, in a sense, because of they only looking or focusing on only utilizing the muscles, but they don't give the muscles a chance to recover and build them, you understand? Because the reason why we do strength training is to prevent injuries and to remain strong and to be able to sustain our long runs without any injury, you understand, or fatigue. So now, when you do strength, you're getting those muscles strong so that those muscles can get you to your destination safely and sound without any injuries. Because when you look at the human anatomy as a whole, when you look at the musculoskeletal systems, you've got a skeleton, you've got a series of bones. Those bones are also supported by muscles, tissues, because they're covered with muscles. But now you also, if you have weak muscles, you see you are exposing the bones as well to actually injure. Things like your joints and all of that. So now when you do strength, you actually adding a good running economy on your running journey or as a runner. So you stay strong, you stay more fitter, and you stay, most importantly, injury free. Yes.
Thank you for that. And then knowing that, what do you think is the challenge? Why are runners not putting in the strength training in the training when they're training for a race, preparing for a race?
What I've picked up is ignorance and a lack of being well informed. Because a person can run fast, be good, break records, but that will only limit it for a certain time, because if that person lacks a knowledge that I must run, I must go to the gym and do this and this and this, that is called the balance. So now they don't balance. You understand? They just go on a route and run and run and run. When that comes to race times and all of that, now they start having issues with muscle problems, joint problems, and all of that. Now that's a catch. So we need to get rid of that ignorance. Hence, we're trying to reach out to everybody via these bootcamp platforms to invite and engage with all the runners. That guys, yes, in your weekly training program, you can involve 2 days of running and 2 days of strength training. That is a balance. You understand? So we just need to reach out to them. We just need to use our social media platforms to advertise this whole thing of strength training, other than only running. Yes.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, because if you look at most training programs, you'll see, especially for the long distance runners, actually, if you're training for e-comrades, e-marathons, you'll see that most of the days you're running for 5 days.
Yes.
So the question now is, so you mentioned that we put in strength training 2 days.
Yes.
Does one substitute those running days, or do they add on to like, let's say on a Tuesday and Thursday you run and you do strength, or do you just remove the running totally and you do strength on those days? Like, how does one fit in a program that's already demanding in terms of mileage?
Okay, that's actually a good question, and it's one of the things that we experience on our daily activities. The advice that I can give our viewers and all fitness fanatics, you can have a problem as such as that, say, from Monday to Thursday. Say if you've been given that you need to run 12 kilometers on a Monday, already your body has taken a toll, because you're going to burn so much calories on that 12 kilometer run that you're going to do. And then the following day, take a rest completely from that 12 kilometer, go to the gym, just focus on building the strength, or do the HIIT, the high intensity interval training, or do the total body workout. Then on Wednesday, now carry on, engage on the road, run. Understand? Then on Thursday, take another dip, go to the gym, and because you need also to recover the muscles at the same time. Because if ever you're gonna run 4 days, in that 4 days you include strength. You actually putting strain on your body, because you must also think that your body functions in burning your glycol, your carbohydrates. You burn the fat as well. So now what do you need to do now? You need to give yourself a break. You need to give that body a break. Rest adequately. If you do a run on Monday, then on a Tuesday you can engage on only gym work. Or you can either reduce the kilometers, run 6 kilometers and do strength on the same day. It's not a harm. You just need to balance, because you cannot go do so much distance on the very same day and you want to go add weights and all of that. Our fitness levels are different as human beings, and our bodies can only take so much. You understand? We need to also cater for that. Rest is also part of training as well.
No,
at the same time.
Yeah, true. Very important. Thank you so much. And so, obviously, because there's so many different types of strength training, right?
Yes.
I'm just going to ask that you do demonstrate, some 1 or 2 exercises that we should be doing as runners to help us with our running.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you to change. I'm also going to change. So you're going to show us.
Okay, that's
cool.
Good. Sure. Nice one.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, you can feel that you've worked.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Thokozani. Yeah, guys, I can tell that I definitely need to do more work on my upper body, and I'm sure if I do that, even my times will start improving. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Until next time.
Thank you, guys.
And that's it for today's show. Please share your thoughts by dropping a comment, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.